Family here. That's Mama Cat, that's Onyx the son, and there's Dixie, and I'm still missing Paws. And I'm going to tell you, somebody definitely did take him. You know why? This is how I really know. He'd be hanging around his brother. Those two were inseparable. I mean, all three of the brothers got along, but this guy is with Mama Cat a lot. But somebody definitely did take him. And I know when I was out here that one day, it was in early April, basically almost around 2 months after Paws disappeared, because Paws disappeared on February 2nd, around Groundhog Day. He disappeared one time for a couple days and came back, and he was hungry. It was like probably they're giving him crappy food compared to what I was giving mine. This is just dry food, but I'm cleaning out the trays right now to give him the wet food. And I always keep this out here, you know, for them, just in case they run out of. I'm cleaning the trays right now, the cat trays and stuff, and the water dishes and stuff. But I saw him out there, right, it was at night, basically right there where that spot is on the ground where it's like dirt. It's like right there. And I also saw him like on the opposite side of the mailbox. This is like about a month and a half ago. But he was with you know, Onyx and Mama Cat here, and they're all like right next to each other, rubbing up against each other and stuff, like they knew each other. And he was somewhere else. But see, Paws would definitely be hanging around him. Those two are hanging around each other. Man, if Paws would not come over to me though. I was trying to call him over, but he was already. He used to be kind of squeamish about coming close to me, and then he started trusting me. But then after, you know, being away for a couple months, he probably don't trust me again. Who the hell knows, man? I don't know. But somebody's definitely holding him, and I think it's down that way. I don't know where. But if he ever gets out again, I think eventually I'm going to see this cat around. And I'm really kind of pissed off because somebody took him because, in other words, if he was a plain gray cat, a black cat, or, you know, a plain tiger striped cat, like, I don't want to say plain, but that's usually what they are, nobody would have taken him. But he looked like a tuxedo. He had 4 white paws. He had white whiskers, little white dot on his nose. It's the fur on top of him. His fur on his face was black, but he had white whiskers. And he had his white on the bottom, and his breast was white in the front. So he's got like, he looks like he's wearing a tuxedo. They're cute, you know. People like. They're not that uncommon, but I don't think there's even 1% of cats around that have that pattern. Somebody took them, which pisses me off because they're narcissistic. In other words, they didn't care about the cat. They really cared about, oh, look at the way the fur looks. You know? I mean, I got cats over here coming over here that, like, Gold Digger, who was hurt. You know, been taking, you know, she's doing really, really well on that colostrum stuff. And, you know, Boots the cat, he got clobbered a bunch of times, man. Actually, various times. You know, beats Boots the rebel cat. And, you know, somebody else, they would say, oh, put the cat to sleep. Like, that's a cute word for something else, you know. So, not me. I healed him up 100%. This guy here, him and Mama, they get along. That's Mama right there, I think. Yeah. She's got a little bit longer fur than him, but they almost look like twins. He never strays, man. He don't stray for nothing. Dixie does. Dixie's under the car right now. Right? Is you down here? So anyway, we'll see what happens, because I got patience. I got patience like discipline, fortitude, and all that other stuff. Let me watching out for this cat here. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm the type of person, if you get, you know, I'll stick by somebody, but I also expect them to stick by me. I can't stand phonies. I can't, most of the people that wear suits in the professions, I usually don't like them. Sometimes they're good, but most of the time they're not. Don't like people that play golf. Usually a bunch of phonies, flacos. I don't like people who live in HOAs. Cats are about freedom, man. So I can't stand phony talking professionals. I mean, I could talk layman, working class, and still have the intellect to freaking get the job done. Can't stand phonies. Can't stand them. Cats are cool, man. Cats, I like dogs too, man. But cats are stealthier. Cats are a little smarter. These guys listen to me, though. I'll tell you what, if I call them, they'll come right over. Dixie, not so much, but these two, Onyx and Mama, Feather, they'll come right over to me, man. You're a good little boo-boo, huh? So, they're like dog cat. These guys, the two black cats are like dog cats. I'll tell you that right now. Actually, all of them are. Putin's like that too. He comes right over to me. Putin the cat, the first one I had here. Actually, they all do. Actually, all of them do. Pretty much, Dixie, even he does kind of, pretty much, most of the time. That's because I understand the way you guys think, huh? Tell you the truth, I was always into these cat type things before I was even had a cat. I used to like the panther, the mountain lion and stuff. I mean, decades ago. I just kind of somehow respect the way they are. These are just miniature versions of them. That's basically what they are. And this is definitely Mama Cat. Is it nice and cool on that cement there, Tom? Nice and cool? Always did. I remember that even back in early 90s and stuff. So, I guess, you know, I never got a cat before because I was allergic to them. I mean, pretty bad. I mean, I would start sneezing and stuff. Actually, I put a video on that. And, you know, I started taking a lot of these vitamins sometimes in the early 2000s. Before that, I never really took vitamins. I kind of like take protein bars that had vitamins in them, but I never really took vitamin pills. And I used to eat sometimes a Japanese food that was prepared by, you know, not Chinese food, not with the MSG, but the Japanese food, the good stuff. And used to run out in the sun all the time. I knew that was the vitamin D production and stuff. It was good for you. But I was never into taking supplements. But when I started taking supplements and started working out, I dropped 87 pounds. I remember that in 5 months. That was back in from January 10th to June 7th. Dropped 87 pounds in 5 months in 2007. And kept it off for a good 5-6 years. As long as I worked out. Started working out again because you know, I've been kind of working out here and there, but you know what the thing is, I always get busy with something. I stopped working out, like I was messing around with this El Camino and some other junk. And I started working out again. I started taking the colostrum, liposomol delivery by Sovereign Labs. And I feel pretty good. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing my jungle boots right now. You know what's weird? I always had this problem for some years. Like this one toe has like a callus on the end of it, and it hurts. And I used to not wear these boots most of the time. I used to wear like a softer leather. These don't bother me now. Like, barely feel it. And that's ever since I've been taking the colostrum LD. I remember starting improving a little bit with the carbon C60, but I never noticed any real benefits out of the carbon C60, even though I'm still taking it. Except for the eyesight improvement. That was weird. That happened over a long period of time. It was not noticeable. It didn't happen like within a couple of weeks. It was like it took like 8 months that I noticed my reading glasses were less strong. And I noticed like I could read like on my cell phone. Like if I look something up on the internet on the cell phone, I could read the freaking cell phone. Before I couldn't do that. It's still not perfect, but it definitely improved a lot. That was one thing I saw. This colostrum LD, though, when I first started taking it, I was feeling like crap, basically. And I think maybe that's from die-off, from the intestinal gut, bad bioflora. But then once you get that, I'll tell you what, this colostrum LD by Sovereign Labs is nothing like this probiotic stuff. I took probiotics. I couldn't tell what they were doing. I couldn't tell nothing. I've took a lot of acidophilus, probiotics, all kinds of stuff like that before. I couldn't tell. This colostrum stuff. And Gold Digger the cat, she's doing great. Her whole demeanor has gotten way better. I'm going to start. I ordered a 120 capsule bottle of it from Amazon. Then I noticed on Sovereign Labs they sell 240 capsule bottle. It's like much less. You buy that quantity, so I ordered some from Sovereign Labs. I also got the spray. I'm going to start putting it in some of their food too. And I mean, not every day, because that would get ridiculously expensive after a while, but maybe every other day. Because one capsule is sort of like, it's around like 12 capsules for a human. Although, you know, but these are two peas in a pod, man, mother and son. Two peas in a pod, aren't you? Right? I love these two cats, man. I like all my cats, man. They're great little boo-boos, man. We got the Confederate cat camp here. It's SAV cat. That's what it is. SCV cat. The only way we're gonna freaking. Oh, do you see that? It says Cherokee Braves. Look at that. That's why that flag was so much money, because they got to sew those letters on each side. It's not a printed flag where the reverse side is backwards, and you got the big one up there. That's why that flag was so much money. And by the way, I was looking on the internet. I saw somebody had sold a 6-pounder cannon, like the wheels were like up to here. They're big, man. It was a big full-size one with all this stuff with it, you know, the sponge and the rammer and all that. And actually, they were higher quality wheels, and they put automotive bearings inside the hubs. You couldn't see them, but they were greasable with fittings, which you don't really need to do, but it was better. It was on arms list, $5,500. I says, holy smokes. I wouldn't want to get something that damn big though, because I don't feel like rolling around something that big. I want something that fits in that thing, but we'll see. I'm just taking my time on this garbage, because that's a purchase that's going to be kind of a, well, it'd be a big purchase for me, but you know, I want to get the mountain howitzer. I want to get a, what do you call it, a 1862 Richmond musket too, but I'm going to get the one by Chapa. $760, $30 shipping. So that's the one I'll freaking shoot, because I don't want to shoot my Parker Howe. But I'm going to definitely concentrate far more on health videos and his Confederate stuff, because it's more important. Besides, I got a Confederate ancestor who was a major and a surgeon in the 8th Regiment, and out of, I don't know, 800, 900 people in the regiment, only 52 survived. He was actually captured at Gettysburg and then exchanged later, because 1/3 of the unit got wiped out, basically, at Gettysburg. Very high casualty rate. But, you know, on his gravesite, he's got absolutely nothing Confederate on it. He was a surgeon. This guy saw, actually, he probably saw more horrors, definitely saw more horrors of that war than anything. He never shot at anybody. He was only trying to save the lives of people in his unit. And those people in his unit were all from his town, around Timminsville and Florence and Darlington County in South Carolina. So, he was a doctor, a surgeon. That's all he ever was. And to tell you the truth, I've always had a keen interest in medical. Actually, my mom is a registered nurse with a degree. She got a degree later, and she also worked 10 years in intensive care unit, taking care of people, and also 10 years for an insurance company investigating crooked doctors. But I don't know where I got my interest in medical stuff from, but you know, somehow. But I know I'd never be a medical doctor like they got today, because that's just garbage. It's drugs. I call them MD, means more drugs. That's what it means. So we're going to be concentrating more on this other stuff, and you know, I'm going to keep the cats in there, because The cats are amazing how they heal up. The frequencies, the purring they do, it's like proof that, you know, these zappers and frequencies work. They're the proof. They heal up a lot faster than doggies. That's mommy cat right here, right here. That's the sun right up on the top there. See how they are? Two sweet things. He is a super friendly bundle of joy. I remember when he was as big as a gerbil, man, back in June. I got so worried about him when he got fixed. I had him fixed, and he ran out the door that night, and he didn't come back for 2 days, man. I thought he got lost. He was bleeding to death. Or came back. He's fine, man. I was looking all over for him out there. It was like I was out there on my bicycle. Yeah, it never makes me think about. Sometimes I wonder about, you know, in the South, you know, when they had these the people they call slaves or servants, whatever it was. You know, I think if I had answers, which I think I definitely have answers that had slaves or whatever, but I keep thinking, I think they treated them really good. I mean, it's all how the person is, man. You know that? Because I keep thinking about this stuff. I say to myself, you know, would I be mean to anybody? No. You know what I'd be mean to? Jackass in a suit. Those kind, the professionals, the ones that talk cute. I don't care what they are, lawyer, doctor, whatever the hell they are. I don't like them. I don't like them. A lot of them are garbage. You know, you can't fly a flag like that up there in the HOA too. You know that? That's why I don't live in those stupid HOA. Nothing's 100% freedom all the way. We always got the heavy hand of government around us, but you know what? I try to be as free as possible. Anyway, I love this flag though. You know, if they had a Cherokee Braves flag like that 8x10, I'd probably I never saw one up. I mean 8x12, the one that's up there, that's on top. I'd probably put one up there too, man. So, but I think they're going to be sticking with this Cherokee Braves flag for a while. What I might do is I keep accumulating flags that are, you know, somewhat ripped, and I sew them up. I might give them to the Georgia commander up there in Albany. It's with the Lieutenant Colonel Nelson Thomas Rangers. I'm not having nothing to do with these. You know, there's only one here in Florida. The only SCV camp that I've personally seen that was really good was Dixie Defenders. Around in my area, I'm avoiding these guys like the plague, man. Forget it. Florida's got taken over by a bunch of garbage, man. Not that they're all bad around here, but I'm saying is this is become retirement community, la-di-da, gated communities, and plastic garbage. I don't want nothing to do with that stuff. It's phony as a $3 bill. A bunch of Weezer geezers freaking playing dress up. So, I mean, I'm a Weezer geezer too. I mean, I guess I'm on the 60s, but I do stuff. You imagine, I couldn't imagine these people lifting up this car, crawling up there and pulling out the transmission, doing that stuff I did a couple weeks ago. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be riding no motorcycle either. Yeah. Anyway, over now. It may be that I might start my own camp here next year because run it my way, and instead of putting a prayer in the beginning of the meeting, I'm gonna put we're gonna sing David Allan Coe's song. You know, I'm a good old rebel. That's just what I am. For this Yankee nation, I do not give a damn. The whole thing, you know. And we'll also do some exercises, calisthenics, and we're gonna have some muzzle loading shooting at. One time we might have a freaking meeting up at the freaking rifle range. I ain't playing games. None of this freaking dork stuff that people are doing around here. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're gonna be like rebels. The whole 9 yards.